What's up, everybody? Yo, this is Skitch again. Don't know if y'all saw my last video or not, but basically, this is a new video series that I'm starting now. I got the sudden inspiration to do it after I saw my score for this game, and I don't know, I think it'll work fine, and I'm calling this series How to Get a KDR of 3 or higher while rushing. And I'm going to tell you basically some tips I came up with while playing, because I've been playing for a while, and, well, to spoil the ending, and just go ahead with it anyway, I do end up going quite positive. I end up getting a 3 KDR, a even. I won't tell you the exact score. And it's a game in a headquarters. And as you can see so far, all it simply is doing, I'm running around and I'm making sure where the enemy is. That's the first thing you want to start off with, is knowing where the enemy is. And that's why you're going to want to have UAV, and counter UAV probably would help too. As long as you know where the position of your enemies are, you're able to flip them a lot easier, and getting long-ass kill streaks while rushing doesn't seem like an impossible thing to do. You know, you'll die by some dumb random things, kind of like that damn commando, but still, I didn't find that very hard. I mean, biggest thing, like I said, biggest thing is you gotta know where your enemies are, and you gotta know what to do in tough situations. Such as when you're probably about to be flanked yourself, you gotta make sure you hear footsteps, or just be very attentive to your surroundings, because if you're not, you're gonna end up getting picked off the side, and it's not gonna be very pretty for anyone. But I want to talk about this in the first episode, is just knowing where your enemy is. I'll basically, in terms of what I'm going to be doing for games, basically anytime I get a 3 KDR or higher while rushing, I will post it, I will record it and post it up on YouTube, just to show y'all how I kind of play, and even give you tips on you know, what to do. And as for this class setup I'm using the P90 red dot sight, and secondary is AA12 with FMJ, Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. Yes, I know Modern Warfare 3 has been out for a couple days now. I'm well aware of that. I've been playing it, and I just wanted to get this gameplay up because I decided to start this series after I actually got another game in Modern Warfare 3 that was a 3 KDR. So I decided to start this series. I just wanted to upload this one first because this is a Modern Warfare 2 game, and I'm probably going to be playing Modern Warfare 3 from now on, and not Modern Warfare 2. So just hope you guys don't mind that much. I will have a Modern Warfare 3 video out really soon. I don't know if it will be out as soon as this comes out, but yes. And like I said before, biggest thing is to know where your enemy are. Another big thing that it's kind of an acquired thing with how long you've played the game, but another big thing is your reaction time, and this can vary with anyone, basically. I mean, you can have a very fast reaction time, and you can have a very slow reaction time. I, at certain times, have a very quick reaction, so when someone's shooting at me from my right flank, I can, and they don't kill me immediately, I can know where they're coming from. I aim right down at them, and I shoot really, really quick. I actually have some clips from Modern Warfare 2, I think, and definitely from Modern Warfare 3, where I have like these very quick reactions, and they can very, very heavily come in handy when you're rushing and you're trying to get a good KDR rushing. So yeah, and I'm like to play rushing because I don't really find camping, I don't really find like staying in a single building, kind of waiting for kills to come around be fun at all. I love to run, I love to just jump around and get kills and throw throwing knives, which probably is one of my favorite things to do. I mean, I use a throwing knife all the time, and almost every moment. But as you can see, like I said, yeah, I know where the enemy... You don't always have to have UAV up to know where the enemy is. And sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, knowing where your team... Sometimes it's even your teammates, where your teammates are, that can even determine, oh, do I need to go to the left flank, or oh, do I need to go to the right flank, or do I need to go right up the middle? Should I face them head on, or should I try to get them from the back? Sometimes that's a big question. When you know there's like a group of 4 or 5 people and you're facing them and they're facing you, what should you do? Should you try to shoot them down? You know, throw a grenade or something in there? Or should you try to go around their flank and get them all? If you ask me, it really depends on your weapon setup, but for what I'm using here, I would try to flank them. Even though I don't have Marathon Pro and I can't run really fast, the best thing to do is to not get killed easily, because they have explosions too. Go around and try to flank them there. Now the only problem with this is that the group may have dispersed. They may have been killed by someone else on your team. There's a lot of ways that it can get messed up, but if it goes right, you can have a pretty good flank, and that can get you with a better kill streak. Another big tip that I need to give you on rushing and how to kill people is always trying to find as much cover to hide behind. Even if it's a little bit of cover, even if it just covers your hip. Oh, by the way, Martyrdom for the win. Gotta love that I mean, that's an example of my reaction time right there. I love that. Loved it when I did that. Felt really good. But as I was, you want to try to get cover behind specific objects only if you can, and shoot at the same time, because there's a lot of like knee-high or chest-high objects that you can very easily hide behind. It's really hard for your opponent to shoot you down unless they're smart enough to shoot at your chest through the wall if they have FMJ. Chances of that are pretty low, especially nowadays that more and more new players are coming into play. As for your gun, I don't really have any recommendations. I just, you know, submachine gun's pretty good, but you can also rush with a light machine gun. Nothing wrong with that. As for kill streaks rushing, if you don't want, like, let's just talk about Modern Warfare 2, since this is Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I would probably want to do UAV, counter UAV. That's a big one, and the last one really depends on you. You may want to do a Harrier, Predator missile, airstrike, whatever floats your boat, basically. If you want to go hardcore and try to get EMP with just a UAV, counter UAV, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to give as best advice as I can on how to rush and, you know, not die too much. Now, there will be times, remember this, there are going to be times where you will be screwed, and there will be literally nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing you can do. Like, kind of right here, sort of. I mean, I'm shooting right at the person. I do end up getting shot by him. I don't know if that's really a bad thing necessarily, but there will be moments where you won't be able to do SWAT. You won't be able to react in time or anything, and that's just the game. You just have to deal with it like that. I've had that how many times, and I get a little pissed off. But basically, that's the game. We ended up winning pretty good, and I went 33-11. So thanks for watching. Please take the time to subscribe, and I'm out.